All right, what is up, you guys, and welcome back. So today is Tuesday, December 7th. I believe that's the date, but today was supposed to be my off day. I was not gonna go fishing. I was not gonna edit. I was not gonna do anything. I just got back from out of town yesterday, and I was just gonna chill and then start back tomorrow because we are a day post cold front right now. Cold front ran through yesterday evening. It's not really cold. It's about 60 degrees, but y'all know how that is down here. Anyways, I was sitting there looking at the weather for tomorrow, looking at the tide movement and all that stuff, and it's just not supposed to be that good. And the wind dropped off right now, and there's quite a bit of tide movement this afternoon. So I changed my plans a little bit. I'm gonna go fishing today. I'm gonna go try for some winter speckled trout, and hopefully we can get on some. But right now, before I go fishing, I'm heading to Academy to buy some winter speckled trout lures, you could say. So I'm head over to Academy, pick a few out, and then I will come back, load the truck, and I'll see y'all on the road on the way to go fishing. All right, just got done at Academy. A total of $36 later, we're ready to go fishing, but we did get some good stuff. I didn't really know what to pick out. I don't really use these Paul Browns often, so I just got one of these fat boys, which is like the bigger ones, and then one of the little smaller ones, whatever they're called. I have no idea. But it is 12 o'clock right now. Sunset's probably around 5:30, I'd say. Tide movement is from 3 to 5. I believe. I'll have to double check on that, but I'm gonna run home, change, get all my gear, load up. We have a couple hours to fish this evening. I don't know. I need to quit talking, put this thing in drive, and let's get going. All right, so I just got down to my spot, and I actually made it down here about 30 minutes earlier than I thought I was. So I think we're at like dead low tide right now, because low tide was around 1 o'clock, and then the tide starts moving again around 3. So I actually have a little bit of time. Where I'm going to be fishing today is super far. I'm talking like almost, I think it's 3/4 of a mile just to get to where I want to start, and then I'll wade, another quarter mile. So I'm going pretty far out there, which is good that we're here early because it's gonna be a long walk. But I'm about to strap on the waders, got everything tied up, got everything set up, ready to go. About to strap on the waders, grab the GoPro, and get to wading. And the tide is out like crazy, which is a good thing because this is gonna allow me to be able to walk over there super quickly. Instead of walking knee deep water, I'll be walking about ankle deep because it's out crazy far right now. I'm actually able to see the reefs out here in this spot that you usually can't see. So I might fish some of those on the way over there, but otherwise I'll see y'all at the spot. So my plan has changed just slightly. Initially what I was gonna do, and what I said I was gonna do just a minute ago at the truck, was walk like 3/4 of a mile down to my right and then pop out and fish this ledge. And this is a spot that I come to often. Actually, my last 2 videos y'all have seen have been at this spot. So one of them I was wading and one of them I was on the boat. Basically what it is a flat that runs down the shoreline, and it goes out about 70 or 80 yards, maybe more, maybe less in some spots. And it's just a straight drop. There's a fish right there. It's a trout. Wow, first fish of the day. That's pretty cool. Little trout, little sand trout. No, it's a little baby speck. All right, that's really cool. Ooh, maybe we'll get into something out here. First fish of the day, little baby speck. Anyways though, so what it is at flat, and then it's a straight drop. And when I say a drop, I'm talking within about 5 yards. It goes from 3 feet to initially what I thought was 7 or 8, but after coming here on the boat and graphing it, it is about 10 to 11. So even when the tide is out like this, I still bet it's about 9 feet. There's another bite. So my initial plan was to fish that drop and basically just fish that ledge, because when we came here on the boat, which is the last video I posted, which if you haven't checked out, go check it out, Fred, who was with me that day, caught a nice trout out of here and had a couple other good bites. There's another fish. Another trout. Oh, he's off. That's all right. He didn't feel big. So he caught a nice trout, and it made me think that there could be a whole bunch of really good trout in there, really big ones. And that's why we were fishing it, because I've caught some in there before, but it's a great winter spot. Just that deeper water holds them. They suspend off the bottom a little bit. So while I am still going to fish that area and continue with that plan, I had to make a little detour. This is one of those post cold front days when the water's out pretty far, and you can wade out to spots that you usually couldn't wade out to before. So it's a spot that I fished before but never waded to. I fished it out of the boat and out of the mini boat and caught plenty of redfish. There's a fish. He's off. I can't fish and talk. I can't multitask like this right now. But essentially what it is that we have this really deep hole over here, this really deep ledge. And I'm gonna pull up Google Earth and show y'all. I'm on an underwater peninsula. So it goes out just like this, and it ends right about where that pole is in front of me. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's right out there. And to the right, we have that very deep hole. Basically makes a U shape right here, a horseshoe shape, and then runs straight down the shoreline, horseshoes right here and ends right here. But we have that really deep hole to the right. We have a channel to the left, a boat channel, and then we're on a flat that just runs all the way out behind us. And I'm about waist deep right now. Usually this would be, you know, a foot higher at least. But so near this pole, it's marking an oyster reef. On the right, it's very deep oyster going into that hole, and then it comes up on a little hump to just about waist deep, like I said, about 3 feet deep, and it's just a whole bunch of oysters. So my idea was to walk out here and fish this. I'm gonna fish the side that has that drop to see if there's any fish suspended over that oyster. And I know I'm talking a whole bunch right now, but I just want to give you all the rundown on my thinking right here. So I would imagine I'm casting up close to that oyster, and I've gotten quite a bit of bites already, but that's the plan. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna fish this spot for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head down and continue with my original plan and throw the corkies, throw the fat boys, and see if we can pull some trout out of that hole, some big winter trout. I just finished talking, turned the camera off, and just hooked into another trout. Substantially bigger than the last one. Still not a keeper, but he's, well, actually, he's long enough to probably be a keeper. He's just short, he's about 14, but I'm throwing the 1/4 ounce jig head with the mirror lure, Lil John, salt and pepper colored, so it's essentially just a clear with black flake. New lure tied on. I switched over to the soft Dean, whatever you want to call it. I'm not very confident in these lures. I have not caught a bunch of fish on them, a couple but not a bunch. Let me turn away so y'all don't hear the wind. But what I figured is, since I'm getting bites right now pretty consistently every 2 or 3 casts, I might as well throw this, see if I can get some bites, and that'll build my confidence in it. So we'll throw this for a minute, see if we can get anything. It's just a pretty natural color. Got the green back, silver sides, white belly, looks like a mullet. I made my way over. Oh, nice. I made my way over to this little pole marking the reef. And I can get this little other angle. So I believe out here is the deep hole. I'm just fishing it from the other side. Try to cast way out there. I'm gonna give it about 6-7 seconds to sink down and then work it. It'd be pretty nice to just get absolutely slammed by a big giant trout. It has been a while since I've caught a pretty nice trout. I just missed another one. I was just sitting here, I actually was looking on my phone at like where I was and where the oyster is and the drop off and everything. And I stopped doing that, gave it 2 pops, gave it 2 more, got bit. He ran straight towards me and I missed him. But what I found out from looking on my phone is that this is the edge of where the oyster is. It goes back along here, basically like that flat, like I was telling you. I'm at the tip of the peninsula, if you will, although it's all underwater. But at the tip of the peninsula, and then that drop off runs in a U shape. So it actually goes back here behind me to my right. Circles around. So those first trout I was catching was right on the edge of it right here, so I might make a couple casts back that way. I'm gonna give it a long time to sink down this time. 10 seconds. I gotta find these fish before I can really start catching them, so I gotta really know what I'm doing, really think about it. Technical style of fishing. I sink down a couple feet, try that water column, a couple more, peck it off the bottom even. Right now those fish are looking for that warmer water. That deeper water is warmer right now. And whenever you have the mud, it warms up, it holds warmth. And same with oyster and stuff like that. Like I caught a piece of oyster a minute ago and it was warm to the touch, very warm. So that would make sense why these fish are over it. Oh. What is that? Oh, must have been oyster. Oh, got excited there. So there must be a decent amount of oyster out that way and a little bit deeper water. There's one. There we go. There's a trout. I don't know if it's foul hooked or what. No, he's hooking them out. Decent trout. Probably best one yet. There we go. Nice trout right here. Nice trout. Whoa. What's in his mouth? There's a hook in his throat. This guy's been caught before and he still eats lures. Goodness. Get him unhooked right here. I mean, he's probably a little short, just almost at 15, but you look at the hook down his throat. I'm gonna try to get that out. I believe I can pop it out without killing him. And it's out. The trick to getting a hook out of something's throat is to go in through the gill. I mean, you don't want to ruin the gill, but boom, it's out. Little kale hook. Let him go, he's bleeding. Oh, he's gone. There we go, the plan came together. Keep fishing out here, see if we can catch some more. Alright, I cast it out behind me up onto the shallow oyster and I hooked one, and this feels like a pretty decent fish. I mean, he's swimming real good. Oh, it is a nice trout. Yes, sir. I was working it different. I was just kind of walking the dog with it because I figured it's shallow over there, just like it is right. All right, it wasn't anything giant, probably like a 16-inch, biggest one of the day, but that sucks. I think he just pulled me off on some oyster down there. The line got wrapped around it. But yeah, I was working, man, that really sucks. But yeah, I was working back here, just doing like, it was literally my second to last cast. I was doing one over here, then I was gonna do one that way and done. And he picked it up on top of that oyster where I'm guessing it's about 3 feet deep back there. So I was just working a little bit quicker, trying to keep it on top of that shallow oyster. So now I guess that means I have to keep doing this for a little bit. So this is actually going to be my last cast with this lure. And then I'm going to put on a jig head and start working back towards shore, because since I've been standing here, I've noticed that the water has come up a solid 7 or 8 inches because that tide's pouring in. And out of fear of getting caught out here, I don't want to stay out here. So I would love to keep fishing right here, but I know that I need to work back around and head back towards shore before the water gets too high and I won't be able to make it, because that would suck. So last cast with this thing. Put that jig head back on and keep working. And then we'll get up towards shore and we'll fish down that way for a little bit. I've been out here probably about an hour. I've caught 4 or 5 fish. I was fishing right on the edge of this thing as I was trying to make my way back. Just got bit. Decent trout. I just went from, like, literally just went. Ooh, grab him, man, he's warm. I can use this guy as a hand warmer. Oh, 13 and a half. But I just went from up on that oyster that was right back there to where it drops off, and it goes from about just over the knees to about the waist deep, and it goes from like real thick oyster bed to just scattered oyster with the softer bottom. Hook that trout right on the very edge. Make a couple more casts out there, see what happens. Well, I just made my last lure change of the day. Just put on the fat boy right here. So we'll fish with this for about 30 minutes. Hopefully we can catch a big old trout as the sun is going down. Whoa. big old flounder just hit my foot. There he is, there he is. No, it's a stingray. It's not a flounder. Oh my gosh. Huh, I just turned the camera on. I got lucky. I was just walking and a stingray came from over there, like up in this shallow water, got scared, ran straight towards me, went in between my legs, bumped off my foot, and ran off behind me. That's crazy. That's the third one I've seen on my walk back too. But keep shuffling the feet. I was turning on the camera just to say that on my walk back, as soon as I got over to this area, I just started seeing fields of mullet up in the shallows. So I was hoping maybe we'd run across something feeding up here, but so far only stingrays. This is actually going to be the end of the video. I feel like it was a pretty productive day fishing. Even though I did not catch any keepers, I still managed to get on some fish one day post cold front. So this is whenever it's supposed to be tough fishing and the fish have lockjaw. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite winter lure is. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. If you are, thank you guys so much. And like always, until next time, peace.